The questions you ask yourself will determine the quality of your life. Because with our questions, we direct our own focus. Rarely has one technique changed my life and that of hundreds of clients this drastically. And therefore, I want to share with you the 3 most impactful questions you can ask yourself today. Welcome, this is Alex. I'm glad you tuned in today, and we're going to talk about questions today. Before we get into the 3 questions that I want to share with you today, let's first show you an example of a bad question and a good question, because the question you ask yourself will determine the answer you get. For example, why don't I make more money? Well, let's face it, that's a pretty shitty question, because it will give you an answer like, because you're not talented enough, because you don't work enough, because you're lazy, because you procrastinate, because there are no opportunities in the world, because the rich people are screwing over everybody, because there's just nothing you can do about it, and similar answers. Because the input you give your brain, well, it will give a certain output. Let's look for a better question. Instead of asking, why don't I make more money? Let's switch it around, make it more direct and more personal to your situation. How can I make $1,000 more per month while working less and having fun doing it? Well, you see, the focus of the question is totally different. Suddenly you get a different answer. Maybe you get an answer like, well, first of all, I could develop this certain skill that I wanted to learn, which will make me more valuable. Second of all, I can just raise the prices that I charge. Thirdly, I could finally start the side project that I wanted to work on so long already and start doing it with a friend, so I have more fun doing it. These are just simple examples. Of course, you have to change the questions for your life situations, and with a good and a bad example, let's head into the 3 questions that will change everything for you. Number 1, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? Let's face it, the one thing that stands between you and all your dreams, all your goals is most often fear. So let's get rid of it. What would your life look like if you weren't afraid of anything? Not afraid of what other people think of you, not afraid of failure, not afraid of looking stupid, not afraid of being a complete beginner in something, not afraid of, well, living a life that fits you and not the expectation of the people around you. The best thing you can do is don't just ask this question once a year, ask this question every morning when you wake up. Like this, you always get the right focus for the day and know exactly where you have to go. Let's check out question number 2, which is, what would it look like if it were easy? This credit goes to Tim Ferriss. I think I heard it the first time in one of his podcasts, and this question has shaped my life, my projects, my goals in a way that I never would have expected. Because I don't know about you, but my mind is amazing in overcomplicating things, in making these simple things just really, really, really complicated. By this, we can easily feel overwhelmed. By this, we don't know where to start. And by this, we easily give up. So let's switch this around. Ask yourself, what would the process for one of my goals look like if it were easy? Like this, your mind starts to work in a completely different way. You work way more creative and suddenly you find solutions that you wouldn't have thought of before. Just because your mind likes to make everything so complicated. Let's make it easy. It's more fun. Okay, since we got these 2 big obstacles out of the way, our fear and our overcomplication of the mind, let's go to question number 3. What do I want to leave behind? We humans are insanely motivated by changing the life of people around us, by changing the course of humanity, by leaving a legacy behind, by building something bigger. With this question, you tap into your higher motivation, the most potent motivation of all. Sure, on one level, we all are egoists. However, it's not as fulfilling, right? If we only think about ourselves and, well, we get what we want, it's kind of not as fun if we only have it for ourselves. We want to share things. We want to make the people around us happy. We want to share something with humanity and ultimately, well, build something bigger than us. And hey, let's use this. Let's not just build a life that is great for ourselves, but build a life that fulfills us and at the same time leaves something bigger behind that influences other people in a positive way. So there you have it. What would I do if I weren't afraid? What would it look like if it were easy? And what do I want to leave behind? Ask yourself these 3 questions constantly, because the quality of your questions determine the quality of your life. And well, now you've got 3 questions that influenced me and hundreds of coaching clients the most. So ask them, and of course, ask more questions. Ask questions in the comments, questions that you want me to cover in the next videos. Because as you know, I've been doing coaching and personal development for over 3 years now in Germany, and now I want to get to know you. Where are you from? What are your goals? What are your desires? What are your problems? What are your questions? Ask them below in the comments and I will cover them in the next couple videos. And with this said, of course, click the subscribe button to not miss any video. The next one will be uploaded tomorrow. I hope to see you there, and now have a great day. Bye.